What's going on all? Thanks for tuning in once again. Let's talk heavyweight boxing. Let's talk Jarrell Miller against Daniel Dubois. So this fight here, I can see it going both ways. I think this is the fight that's going to be the most interesting one in terms of upsets. A lot of people ask me, hey, who do you think's going to get the upset on the card? I think there's definitely going to be one. And I think it's either this fight or the Wallin versus AJ fight. One of those ones. Jarrell Miller, he's coming off a win against the hard-hitting Lucas Brown. Lucas Brown was a guy that, knocked out Far in the first round. He's got good power on him. Jarrell Miller, he's been, coming off of back-to-back wins, for the last 3 fights or so. And it seems like he's getting better. He had that layoff. Obviously, everyone knows that, he got suspended because of PEDs. But now he's back. He's back challenging a Daniel Dubois that's sort of derailing, in my opinion. So Jarrell Miller, he's finding momentum. Daniel Dubois losing momentum. From the Joe Joyce fight, it seems like he's lost his confidence or his fight in himself. Of continuing on in the later rounds. A lot of people are calling him triple knee. It's like he gives up, or he doesn't back himself. He doesn't back himself to win when things get hard for him. Even against Linares, he looked like he was very lost in the ring. He didn't look like he was there at all. It's like he needs guidance. He doesn't really back himself. He takes a knee. Mind you, he took a knee from a jab from Usyk. Usyk's not really a heavy puncher. Don't get me wrong, he has knocked out, Tony Bellew and things like that, but in terms of, heavyweight boxing, he hasn't had a knockout win yet, so I'm basing it off that. I think, Jarrell Miller, as long as he can survive the first 4 rounds, I was saying, because, I know that Miller's going to get tired as well. But I think if he can survive the first 4 rounds, understand that Miller's a guy that likes to, throw around the guard. He likes to throw hooks around the guard. He likes to, throw triple jabs. A big heavyweight that throws punches, that you don't expect. He's also a guy that likes to hunt down the body. Miller, without a doubt, is going to be coming forward in this fight. If he can keep pressuring Dubois, and like I say, take Daniel's best punches, and that will definitely be, in the first 3-4 rounds. If he can pressure him, I think that Daniel may just get into that mindset, of not changing his game plan, of not having a plan B, of not knowing what to do, of looking lost, of just being uncertain of himself. He's really got, in my opinion, he's really got confident issues in terms of if the knockout doesn't come, then it seems like, he really does struggle. He doesn't really know what to do in the ring. And where Miller, he's undefeated. He's going in there undefeated. Stopped Lucas Brown, in his tracks, really, took his best punches. Like I say, Lucas Brown is a big puncher himself, and he basically went toe to toe with Brown, took his punches and walked him down. So if he can take Daniel's punches, I just think that he's got a great chance of winning this one. But it's like I say, it all depends. A lot of people will disagree with me, in terms of how many rounds he can last. People think, well, if Daniel gets past 6 rounds, then maybe, Miller will get tired. But I think it's the opposite. I think that if Muller gets past 6 rounds, Daniel can't handle the pressure. Muller just keeps pressing him, and I think Daniel loses by stoppage. So I mean, I'm choosing the upset. I'm choosing the underdog in this one. I like what the odds are against them, so I'm picking that. Like I said, do your own research in this one. But all I'm doing is just saying that Daniel Dubois is not really a championship fighter. There's championship rounds, there's later rounds. He tends to fold. We saw that with Joyce. We saw that with Usyk. He had his chance with Usyk when he got that body shot. But he couldn't adapt to his style, could he? He couldn't survive till the end. The shot that he took from Usyk when he took the knee, it wasn't a brutal shot. It was a jab, and he took a knee for a 10 count. So he tends to give up early. So I mean, I think that Muller can get him out of there 9 rounds, 8 rounds, and I think he'll still be fresh enough to finish him off. Because Daniel's not really a guy that's going to fight in those championship rounds. He tends to fold when things aren't going his way. I just think that he doesn't have that mindset of fighting back, of surviving, of going out on the shield, that sort of thing. Basically, if plan A doesn't work, that's it. If I can't find a way of beating this guy, that's it. I'm gonna give up. And I'm just basing it off what I've seen from Daniel. Since, like I said, since the Joe Joyce fight, he just seems like he's not the same. He's not the same. I know that he has beaten, guys after that, but that's from knockouts. He hasn't really taken a guy the distance and, backed himself to win with skill. He's always backed himself to win with knockouts after the Joyce fight anyway. I'm basing it off that. So, I mean, that being said, Muller, he's coming in at the same weight as he did against Lucas Brown. I just think that, that's his weight that he's comfortable at. Like I say, watch out for the triple jabs. Watch out for the around the guard hooks. Watch out for the body shots. I think he can break down Dubois with body shots. But he just needs to get past the first 4 rounds. So this fight's definitely not going the distance, that's for sure. I just think that either one guy gets hurt early and gives up, or the other guy gets a knockout, and you know who exactly I'm talking about. So in this case, I'm gonna give the underdog Jarrell Muller, the undefeated 338-pounder, guy that likes to lean and use his weight as well in the ring. I'm gonna give that guy a round 9 knockout prediction. I'm actually going to change it. I would say round 8. Okay, round 8 knockout prediction, Jarrell Muller. That's my take. Leave yours. Looking forward to the comments. Of course, have a great Christmas. Enjoy the boxing. And I hope to catch you all next time. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. God bless. Take care.